for the national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight will be Mike Berlita.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocky tread led, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hold up one more time for Mike Berlita. Well, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the action starts now. Holla loud if you're ready! Our next match is scheduled for one fall, and it pits 2014's most popular wrestler versus 2014's most hated wrestler.
Welcome everyone to UWA Elite Setting the Standard. First show of season, was this 5?
Season 5 of UWA Elite. Ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking off things with a bang. I am Common West alongside Jason Riggs.
He is 2013's most hated wrestler.
I'll tell you what, not getting any warmer of a reception this year than he was last year, Jason.
Oh no, definitely. It shows why he was the most hated wrestler. Just look at the guy. Just looking at him, you want to hate him. Why is that? Why is that? I don't know. You ever watch somebody and they have one of those faces that you don't want to like?
Yeah, my father.
Doesn't matter.
Your problem.
Something's never changed. I hear you Texas Masters in 2014. It's nice to see that Santa didn't bring you a life, didn't bring you a job, didn't bring you responsibility. 2015 is just another drop of heaven.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
No love lost.
Next.
No love lost between Nicholas Kaye and the fans.
2014's most popular wrestler.
Fresh off one of the longest UWA Elite Championship reigns in history.
And robbed of his title at that. To me, Eric Corvis, UWA Elite
Well, I think our current champion, Robbie, may have something to say about that, but still, you look at Eric Corvis from last year, stripped of the title in a controversial decision at Brawl for All, never given a one-on-one opportunity to regain that championship. Maybe there is a little bit of a beef there, but the crowd still loves the steampunk superstar, Eric Corvis. This ought to be a heck of a match, Jason.
Oh, definitely, definitely. This is going to be one of my favorite types of matches. These guys don't slide too much, they just want to fight.
because how did Eric Corvis not see that coming? There's a reason that Nicholas Kaye is a hated man, and it's because he has no regard for rules. None.
Not at all. I mean, he's choking out Eric Corvis right now with his own scarf.
And the thing that's dangerous about Nicholas Kaye is, as much as he is a rule breaker, as much as he doesn't care about the rules laid down by referee Mitchell, he's accomplished in there. He's a good technical wrestler.
It doesn't show that. It does not show.
Well, when you choke the life out of a guy, you don't really have to put him in an arm bar, you know? Man, this is a way to kick off setting the standard. We are not wasting any time this season in UWA Elite.
Not at all, but that's
Tough fall right on his neck for Eric Corvis on the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. There are 4 huge championship matches tonight. The Rogues put their tag team titles on the line. Kentucky Bred, their trios championships on the line. Kyle the Beast in a return match against former iChampion Tommy Guns Kobryn. And Robbie Roller defends the UWA Elite Championship and the honor of this company against SOW Live champion Too Hot Steve Scott later this evening. Plus the ultimate Turmoil match. I mean, there's so much going on.
A lot going on tonight. But right now, Nicholas Kaye still taking it to Eric Corvis. I would say it would be, if you keep this going and gets the win, I would say this is a huge upset. Now John with the crowd, not the smartest thing to do.
Oh, he's just going to kick his head off. Oh, he caught him. Corvis. Woo! I'll tell you what, maybe Corvis took Nicholas Kaye a little lightly at the beginning, but not now. Woo!
Big move by Eric Corvis.
I'll tell you what, Corvis. Look at Eric Corvis. This is not a side of Corvis you usually see. A little bit more aggressive, not afraid to be angry in there.
Yeah, no, he is definitely fired up. I mean,
toughest chop right now. Toughest chop in the company, Eric Corvis. But I'll tell you what, he's fired up. If you've seen him over the offseason, he's wondering why he's even in this match. Why he doesn't have a shot at Robbie Roller right now for the UWA Elite Championship.
Definitely, I mean, he definitely deserves it, you know. He should get a chance to, and he might not even be able to, because if Too Hot Steve Scott could take out Robbie Roller, he is UWA Elite Champion.
Can you imagine? One of those men could walk around the champion of 2 different companies after tonight. But right now, Eric Corvis taking it to Nicholas Kaye, and the crowd is eating it up. Corvis taking this fight to the outside right now. You know, Riggs, a lot of questions going into 2015 UWA Elite. One of them is, what does the future hold for Eric Corvis? Is another UWA Elite Championship rematch in his future, or is he going to have to turn his sights elsewhere? It just seems like, for the first time in Eric Corvis' career here in UWA Elite, there's no definite road for him to travel. Oh! Tell you that, next road Eric Corvis might be on is to Robert Wood Johnson Medical Center in New Brunswick. Takes a hard shot to the head off the post. And all of a sudden, the crafty Nicholas Kaye right back in control.
Wow. And
Kaye, he wants a count out.
Now the crowd getting behind Eric Corvis, trying to win him back to his feet.
Folks, immediately following this match, the UWA Elite Hall of Fame inductions of Arcadia and the one-man boy band Vin Grayson. You don't want to miss that. Should be a great moment for the first time ever. A Hall of Fame induction in the ring at a UWA Elite show as Eric Corvis beats the cow.
And Corvis barely in, with Nicholas Kaye just keeping the attack on him.
Austin Mitchell pushing back Nicholas Kaye into the corner. Checking to see. Austin exerting his authority. This is not something we usually see out of Austin Mitchell. Really checking. This is a new thing handed down from UWA Elite President Dave Swan this year. Very much on a concussion-based protocol. Does not want to see any head injuries this year.
I don't think Nicholas Kaye cares.
No, of course Nicholas Kaye doesn't care. He's savage in there, but he wants to make sure. Ref Austin wants to make sure Eric Corvis can continue and continue safely.
to the head. And the cover.
Very authoritative kick out, but they're starting to get a little weaker from Corvis. You wonder if maybe Corvis's eye is not on the prize in this match here. Maybe he's too focused on getting that championship back. Maybe he's too focused on Robbie Roller.
I don't know.
Or another theory, the man who assaulted his girlfriend, Eric Corvis's girlfriend, at last Bred, Michael Massacre. Oh, what a shot! Oh, follow the back elbow. Corvis still feeling the after effects of hitting that post. Oh my goodness. Samoan drop from Nicholas Kaye.
Corvis, though, uncharacteristically barely able to mount an offense in this match.
I'll tell you what.
He's had a few good flurries, but that's it. This match has been all Nicholas Kaye.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
I mean, with the win here, do you think Nicholas Kaye will throw himself right into the UWA Championship contendership?
I think Nicholas Kaye is a contender to the UWA Elite Championship. I think winning this match will cement him in that upper echelon of UWA Elite stars. I do. Oh!
Now Corvis back to the attack.
Unfortunately, all he's seeing the stars right now is Eric Corvis trying to shake the cobwebs out. Oh!
And right there, Nicholas Kaye back on the offensive.
Now, this is something we don't usually see out of Nicholas Kaye, his top rope offense. Oh, rake in the eyes of Eric Corvis. My goodness.
Okay.
And fist. He gets a 1, 2, that's it. Oh, wow. Corvis out at 2.5. Stiff knee to the side of the head, right to the temple. I'll tell you what, I'm seeing something from Nicholas Kaye that maybe none of us expected tonight.
Yeah, no,
We knew he had a bad attitude. We knew that he was a good technical wrestler, but he's showing me something now. Oh, a shove. He's lucky he didn't get himself disqualified there. Ref Austin a little bit lenient, letting tempers flare here to start setting the standard.
If this is the way Nicholas Kaye is going to be for 2015, I don't see many people in the locker room that could beat him. I really don't.
This is. We always knew Nicholas Kaye had talent. We haven't always seen the fire, and the fire is present. Oh, what a slap! Oh, those patented jawbreakers from Corvis. Oh, high knee. Oh, what a palm strike! What a palm strike to the throat! What a palm strike. I hope we got a good angle on that. My goodness. And here comes Eric Corvis, the most resilient man in UWA Elite. Going for the cutter. Can't get it. Oh! A spike from Nicholas Kaye. Modified DDT.
Now, that's just dead weight right there. Can he do it?
I don't know. This ought to be it. Oh! 2.5. Nicholas Kaye cannot believe it.
Somehow, some way, Eric Corvis still kicking out. And now Nicholas Kaye back to arguing with Ref Austin. Sizing up Eric Corvis. No!
Corvis, what a reversal! Oh! That's got to be it! Oh! Out of nowhere! Eric Corvis! A game valiant effort by Nicholas Kaye, but tonight Eric Corvis starts his winning ways in 2015. What a victory over Nicholas Kaye. Oh, hard-fought victory. Eric Corvis wants the microphone. Oh, wow. Maybe we'll figure out some of his motivations here. Eric Corvis wants the microphone.
2015, huh? Does anybody here remember 2014 when I was the champion from beginning to the end of UWA
Also true.
Match of the year.
Also true.
Hands through the microphone. The list goes on, but here I am. I setting the standard in the opening match.
Oh, Corvis getting disrespected.
I didn't get my rematch for the UWA Championship because I was stripped the guy down and lost it. So my rematch clause was null and void, and here I am in the opening match.
Wow. Makes a point.
The main event holds the Turmoil to crown the new #1 contender. Eric Corvis isn't even in that. Eric Corvis is in the opening match. And you think all of that would bother me, but it doesn't. Because the people around Last Breath know there's one thing that I've been thinking about since Last Breath, and that's Michael Massacre putting his hands on the women that I lost.
Oh boy.
And that way the championship became irrelevant, and the bullseye was put on Massacre's back. Nicholas Kaye may be one of the most hated, but in my life, Michael Massacre, you are Eric Corvis's most hated.
Laying down the law to Michael Massacre.
And that's where that anger comes from in that match with Nicholas.
I have never heard this kind of seething. Oh boy. Oh boy. And here he is, the man being spoken of.
Oh, Corvis, you seem a little upset. Is it because I'm in the main event and I have a shot at becoming #1 contender?
Ooh.
Or is it because of what I did to your wretched little girlfriend at Last Breath?
Oh dang.
I mean, come to think about it, I think she liked it.
Oh jeez. Certain things you don't.
Corvis, I'm going to torment you. I'm going to get inside your head each and every single night. You will never get rid of Michael Massacre. Unless I am locked inside of a casket 6 feet under the ground.
Wow. Strong words. You see, Corvis, he couldn't even go after Massacre. He just, oh boy.
Here we go. Wait.
He couldn't even, he's tormented. He can't even, look at him, he can't even gather himself. I have never seen this out of Eric Corvis. We'll be back with the Hall of Fame ceremony. My goodness.
You can only ignore the past for so long. With all you were taught a decade ago, did you not learn anything? You've distanced yourself so far from the source in hopes of staying out of harm. But did you really think you'd be safe forever? How long can you live in the dark? How long will your eyes stay closed? You can't, and they won't. And do you know why? Because admit it, you missed it. You couldn't let it go. Witness the renewal. Witness the beauty. Witness the change. Say goodbye to UWA Elite. Say hello to your new home. It happens tonight.
Up next is the 2015 UWA Elite Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. Please welcome to the ring, UWA Elite President Dave Swan, former UWA Champion Sean McNelis, and other members of the roster.
Welcome back to UWA Elite. Setting the standard 2020. Start of season number 5 for UWA Elite. And here comes Dave Swan, head of UWA Elite, followed by many members of the roster, with his great UWA Elite Hall of Fame ceremony, inducting Arcadia and Grayson. us here in the front of the announce booth. So is K-Tech, TJ Blade.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Setting the Standard, and welcome to this year's UWA Elite Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Tonight we are going to introduce two men that have done so much for this company over the past 15 years. This year marks the 15th year since the first UWA event back in 2001. And being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year are two people that are arguably the face of UWA, the original go-around, and one of the strongest players of UWA Elite. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you an individual who held the UWA Elite Championship. He was the youngest person in history to do that. He was one half of the longest reigning tag team champions of all time. He is one of the most decorated award winners in UWA Elite history. Please welcome to the ring the one-man boy band, Grayson.
You know, I never thought that this would actually come so soon. Yeah, I never thought this would come so soon, but I don't know. But last year I had to take a little bit of a leave from the UWA Elite. At the age of 1, I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis, and when I was about 15, I was diagnosed with diabetes, and you know, medical issues have hit me really hard the past year, and it's been a struggle, and I had to put UWA Elite aside, one of the toughest decisions I've ever made in my entire life. And I don't know if I'll ever wrestle again, but I know that I'm going to keep on fighting. I'm going to keep on fighting, and I'm going to work my way back, and you know, if God wills it, I will be back in this ring competing for each and every single one of you sooner rather than later, and I really hope so. But you guys make all of this worth it. All the titles, all the awards, that doesn't matter to me. This right here is because of all of you guys. And I can't say anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, UWA Elite staff, and UWA Elite roster. I stand before you right now to induct my mentor, rival, and friend, Arcadia, into the UWA Elite Hall of Fame. When I first met Arcadia, he didn't like me. He thought I was a punk kid who was narcissistic and egocentric. And quite frankly, he was right. Instead of letting me be the way I was, he challenged me. He wouldn't take my simple excuses I made that everyone else would let me get away with. He forced me to grow into the man I am today. As a matter of fact, I don't know if he comprehends how big of an impact he has had on me, but if there's any man on earth that I would like to be compared to, I would be honored for it to be Arcadia. That was my opinion. Here are some facts. Arcadia is a former UWA Elite champion. Trust me, I would know he beat me for it. He's also a Grand Slam champion of the original UWA. He's the only man to have ever held the UWA Elite Championship and the UWA Championship. He's won the Brawl for It All, the Crossroads Tournament, he's a 3rd-time Wrestler of the Year, and 6 times he won Match of the Year. To put that into perspective, he won his first Match of the Year in 1999, and he won his last Match of the Year in 2011. That is a resume of sheer brilliance. There is no man who has the accolades that Arcadia has in the UWA, and trust me, I would know as well because I'm the only one close, and truthfully, I'm not even remotely close. Lastly, I'd like to talk about my wonderful friend, who is always there with a smile or a silly joke, but would never just serve up lip service. He told you what you needed to hear, whether you were ready to hear it or not. A straight shooter in a sea of guys with poor aim. Arcadia is a great guy to have in the locker room. He's not what you would call a stereotypical leader, but I would definitely call him that. He sets the tone for the entire locker room. When Arcadia is on a show, you better bring your A game because you know he's bringing it 100%. He's given me some of the best advice anybody ever has in terms of wrestling, as well as in life, and I'm beyond proud of the man he was, the man he has become, and the man he will continue to grow into. Words do not do you justice as a competitor, as a trainer, and as a companion. I would not be the wrestler I am today without you. So it is with great honor and privilege that I present the founder of the Tripod, my friend and brother for life, Arcadia.
Your Achilles position can be offset by
that know me from the back, it's very rare for me not to have words to say, but I really, at this moment, can't think of a thing to say. It's not because Sean so eloquently, you know, dissected my entire wrestling life. It has to do with this guy standing over here, and it hurts me more now knowing that this is the class that I was chosen to be part of, because there should be no other class than just one for Grayson by himself. Outside of wrestling, it makes you truly think about what's important in life. And knowing that this kid would do whatever he possibly could to be in the ring, instead of being in the back, or being at home, or being anywhere else, it hurts. It hurts to know that. So when I have bumps and bruises, and when my emotions are getting the best of me, I have to think of Vinny. And I can't even look at him right now. I have to think of him and think, what would he do? Because in a moment like this, it makes you think about everything and every choice you ever made in your entire life. And every time you never went 100% because you weren't feeling up to it. If there's one piece of advice that I can give to anybody surrounding this ring, and even people in the crowd right now, about life, about wrestling, about everything, is just give 100% to whatever you're doing, no matter what it is. If you're a writer, if you're a wrestler, if you just do a day job, just give 100%. Because there's going to be a moment where you wish you did, and you can never go back and change it. And that's the one thing that I wish that I can leave with you guys, is just do your best, no matter what. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Vinny. Thank you all guys for being out here. I really appreciate it.
Wow, amazing words by both men. True Hall of Famers. Wow, I really can't say much else.
UWA Elite Pro Wrestling comes to you live March 28th with Dangerous Uprisings. Saturday, March 28th at the Holy Trinity Church in South River, New Jersey. Come see all your favorite UWA Elite Wrestling stars: Eric Corvis, Sean Damage McNelis, The Rogues, UWA Elite Champion Robbie Roller. Get your tickets now at the Holy Trinity Church and online at uwaelite.com. We'll see you ringside.
Our next match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Trios Championship.
Well, that was an emotional Hall of Fame ceremony.
Most definitely. Now we have to get back to the action. We have to get back to the action here. UWA Elite setting the standard.
It's about to smell real pretty in here, Jason. It's about to smell real pretty. You ever seen a short thing, Jason? You're about to. Yeah, buddy!
Yeah. I love you still up to back in those days.
Oh, he's such a good guy!
He's a good guy, but I can't.
Speaking of good
submissive.
Rome Bull and TJ Blade are very accomplished competitors. Very accomplished.
Georgie boy getting a little protective over his championship belt.
He's held him a long damn time. They are the first and only trios champions in the history of this company. Nobody's been able to beat him for him. Nobody. Got a little Mexican standoff here. I don't think Kentucky Bred does anything Mexican.
Breaking loose.
Oh, man. Oh, Clay Sawyer and John Rome. Beautiful drop toe hold. Oh, John Rome with that finisher of the year. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Well, those guys are going at an imprint. You have Finn and Blade on one side, and Bull on the other side. Rome taking off.
And the challenger standing tall. John Rome just slapped the inbred out of Clay Sawyer. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no.
No.
No, what's happening here? Wait a minute.
There's something.
But Brandon the Bull is, I think that's the universal sign language for bad idea. What is he doing?
TJ Blade into the pile of men.
How strong is Brandon the Bull? Oh no, Brandon, even if Brett Boston goes, Brandon,
That's a bad idea.
Brandon, we got a flying bull, kids. Oh my goodness. That's like a flying side of beef. I have no idea what just happened. My goodness. Now TJ Blade and George Boy. I guess it's going to be the two legal men to start this out. My goodness. This thing's starting up. Shots. Wow, apparently shots the one liquor that Georgie Boy will not drink. We found the one.
Catching the first.
Oh, beautiful enziguri from TJ Blade. George. Whip into the friendly corner. John Rome coming in.
Back in. And up.
From the Prince of Pink, John Rome.
And up.
What a beautiful forearm. Tell you what, the challenger's looking really strong here thus far.
They are, but I still don't know if they have what it takes to put this team away.
Well, I'll tell you what, as of this moment, you gotta like their chances. Georgie.
And now.
Ooh.
Missed it.
What a stiff. Shot. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so nasty. That is so nasty from John Rome. It's a nasty thing from such a nice guy you would never think. And here comes Brandon the Bull. I'll tell you what, 2015 looks to be a very... Luke Finn getting in the way. Running hero. STO clothesline from Luke Finn. 1, 2, and a kick out by Brandon the Bull.
Now Finn just taking it from Brandon. Forearm shot after forearm shot on the side of his head. Big knee right to the side. That's not a put away Brandon. No way would that put away the Bull.
You know, interesting story. I saw Kentucky Bred in the back. They were arguing with President Dave Swan because they didn't want ring announcer Rich Weed to announce their presence in the ring anymore. And Dave said, why not? And Clay Sawyer said, you know why not. And Dave Swan said, no, I won't. And Clay Sawyer said, come on, you know why not. And it kind of just stayed there.
Yeah.
But you know why not. It's just three men that you can't help but dislike for obvious reasons, but nobody can beat them. Oh, leg lariat! Oh, look at that, beautiful.
I mean, you don't have to like them.
That was technical wrestling by Kentucky Bred, but I'm also pretty sure it's an accident.
I don't know. These guys can be technical at times. That's one of the things that they have shown us, that they can brawl, but they can also wrestle.
Look at this, Luke Finn taking a moonshine break in the middle of the match. Never seen anything like this.
Well, he's got to refuel.
Refuel? Oh, yeah! I want to know exactly what is in that hooch jar. Georgie Boy wants to dedicate this match to the career of Kurt Busch, NASCAR driver Kurt Busch. I think it's kind of poor timing given the whole domestic violence thing, but that's a Kentucky leg sweep from Clay Sawyer. It's a count of two. You know, I just read what gets put in front of me. I'm like Ron Burgundy, pretty much.
Moves like that. Tactics like that are why they stay the trios champion. I mean, it's amazing.
Here's the thing about him. As Austin can't count his bulls under the ropes, but I don't think those rules matter to kind of Georgia Boy. He's just there to fight. But you can't even compare their reign to anybody, Riggs, because there hasn't been anybody else. The only trios champions in the history of this. Nobody's beaten them. Think about it at all. Nobody's beaten them in the tournament for the and nobody's beaten them since. They're undefeated champions.
And they're covered by Georgia Boy.
So you have to, as much as you might want to overlook guys like Kentucky Bred or they carry out a Confederate flag and you don't want to like them, you have to count them and say, are they the most dominant champions in the history of the United Wrestling Alliance as we know it? They are undefeated champions and no one has ever held the best trio championship but Kentucky Bred.
So far, it looks like it. I don't know if I'd put them as the most dominant champions ever.
Well, I don't know, but I mean, who else can you say has done that? Undefeated champions.
Yeah, I mean, right now, their teamwork, though, is second to none.
And you know what's crazy is, trying to pick him up, but his legs, look at the strength.
That one.
Oh, and they hit heads on the way down. What's happening here? Airplane spins forever. What is happening? They're in the hole.
I don't know if he can get to his corner right now.
The tag to TJ Blade. Well, Brandon the Bull got more everything than brains, but I'll tell you what. Got the tag into TJ Blade. Oh. Really?
Now, up and over.
Flipping senton. Jaeger bomb from TJ. Wow. And just like that, the challenger's looking real good into the cover beyond. Two. Clay Sawyer saving the day for his team here.
I honestly think that was instinctive by Sawyer. He just started getting the count.
This is where Kentucky Bred is dangerous worse when things devolve into chaos. No one's better at chaos on this roster than Kentucky Bred.
That is true. I mean, these guys are barroom brawlers. That's all they know how to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, if anybody's familiar with a barroom brawl, it's TJ Blade. Georgie boy back in, be careful. TJ doesn't see it. Oh, wow, Roman Bull has been taken out of the equation, and all of a sudden, bloody foot and a splash!
Rock splash.
The Tony splash, oh my goodness! And that's it!
All over. Kentucky Bred, Steve Black, the Trios champion.
You may hate him, but you can't beat him. Kentucky Bred retains again. My goodness. Who is going to stop these men? Really? Who's going to stop these three men?
Right now, like I said, the most cohesive team in UWA. I'm even saying more than tag team champions. Who are coming up soon.
Yeah, one could say. I don't know. You stack them up against anybody. Dominant. Hated, but dominant. Kentucky Bred continues to roll on, and we continue to roll on. More setting the standard coming up.
Can't get enough of UWA Elite Pro Wrestling? Then log on to UWAElite.com every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for UWA Elite. This is awesome! Each week we'll bring you one of the coolest, craziest, and most awesome moments from UWA Elite history. Log on to UWAElite.com every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and find out for yourself why this is awesome.
Our next match is scheduled for one fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Setting the Standard, and here is perhaps one of the more intriguing matchups of the evening between two men at a career crossroads.
Originally primitive, physically a mentally sensation. You feel when you hurt and get stressed with the vanity. Comes into your death and the lust, lack of success now.
And here comes TKO. Now I remember last season that it was championship or bust for him.
Yeah, the look on TKO's face says it all.
Once he got his head shaved, he became a totally different man. And now he's in the eyes on the UWA Championship. I don't know if there's anything that can stop him. And here comes his Johnny
Eagle versus TKO. This is a big match in a lot of ways. This is Johnny Eagle's first singles opportunity in that ring in 3 years. Injuries, one thing or another, have sidelined Johnny Eagle. TKO, meanwhile, at a bit of a career crossroads himself, finds himself without the Uprising, without Joey Adams, without Robbie Roller, without Hedges, on his own. Both of these men, in a lot of ways, need this win more badly. More badly than ever. And I'll tell you what, the winner of this match positions himself in a very interesting way going forward this year. The loser of this match, it's hard to know what the future holds. It's really hard to know what the future holds for the man who loses this match.
Yeah, and I really don't see things going well for Johnny Eagle in this match to begin with, because if you remember the end of last season, just the anger and the vicious streak in TKO.
That's true, but you gotta understand that anger and that vicious streak didn't really translate into too many victories for TKO. And it's, oh, what is this from Johnny Eagle? That's a little different. Johnny Eagle usually a big old fat fan favorite in the crowd. I think, look at him, technical wrestling specialist Johnny Eagle, but hasn't really gotten him too far here in UWA Elite. You know, first ever iChampion in season 1, but that was 4 long years ago, Riggs. And since then, really a man struggling through injury, struggling to find himself and his place. Wow, beautiful run, Eagle. Go for a quick roll up, and TKO is in the ropes. And I'll tell you what. Oh, TKO's in the outside. And it's hard to know what to expect from either of these men. I think TKO, raw athletic specimen, I agree. Unlike very few people that we've seen, there's a point, just the height and the altitude of the jump, the viciousness of the forearm. TKO is the athletic package of you. If you were building a UWA Elite athlete from the ground up, physically would look and act and feel a little bit like TKO. But Eagle, that is the aspect of TKO that's missing. Takes his eyes off the prize for a moment. And you look at Johnny Eagle, this is also what you look at with him. Technically, as sound as anybody on the roster, but he just can't seem to string it quite together to the end of the match. You know, looks really good 3/4 of a match. Both of these guys, but don't know, haven't found that ingredient, that formula to put a guy away. What? Now Eagle,
but Eagle doesn't have the killer instinct though. That's the one thing. Whether you're a fan favorite or not. Oh! Big move right there.
Big mistake by Eagle, and that's what I've been talking about. Is he's the man that technically is as proficient as anybody, but is big mistake. TKO is almost the opposite. Athletically gifted, can hit you with devastating maneuver after maneuver, but is prone to the mental lapses and the technical lapses. So really, you're looking at guys who are mirror opposites of each other in terms of what hasn't gone right in their careers.
Very true. But TKO has that killer instinct that everyone who's champion, no matter whether you like them or not, right? They have that instinct, and he just needs to figure out how to focus himself just a little bit more. But when he smells blood, he attacks. Johnny Eagle, not so much.
That's true. That is the killer instinct that we feel has been missing from Johnny Eagle over a couple of years. That's a great point.
Just too much. I mean, he's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. So too many champions.
He's the kind of guy that you want to take out for drinks because he'll pick up everybody's tab whether he has the money or not. He's that guy. He's the nicest guy. The guys in the back love him, but when he comes out here, he just doesn't have that finishing evil killer instinct that you need to be a champion here. Like if you were to merge the best aspects of TKO and the best, and that's that knee. That's that knee that has haunted Johnny Eagle's entire career. It's the knee that put him out at this event, setting the standard 3 years ago, put him out of commission for almost an entire year.
There's that killer instinct. There's that tactics by TKO.
You see at TKO, he said he had something in his eye. Meanwhile, he's choking out Johnny Eagle. If you were to merge the athletic prowess and the mean streak of TKO with the ability of Johnny Eagle, you'd have a champion. But unfortunately, that's weird science kind of territory, and we're not quite there yet.
Yeah. Oh, look at that though. Eagle blocking the suplex attacks by TKO. Gives him one of his own. And it is 2-0. Out. Russian leg sweep by Eagle at home. Wow, Eagle just keeps on going for these quick pins here. Just one after the other after the other.
I think the frustration that we've seen from Johnny Eagle looking for the scout shooter now. TKO now. As Eagle, look at the frustration.
So just before that, though, I mean, it's still running in my head.
Slap of the turnbuckle by Johnny Eagle. But you know, it runs into what you said about the quick pins. Johnny Eagle knows that the knock on him is he's not violent, he's not vicious, he doesn't know how to put people away. And here's the scout shooter. Can he turn him? Can he finish TKO? Oh, he got him. He's sitting into it. He sits on it. Is this it? Does this break the streak? Johnny Eagle. Oh, he's losing a grip on it. Can he hold him? Can he hold him? That's not fully locked. It's not fully locked. He's losing him.
And just the power of TKO using his power and his long reach to get right to the ropes to get the break. But Eagle taking it all the way to the 4 count, though. And now slapping the mat, just getting very, very frustrated.
Yeah. How would you feel? Eagle! Modified cover! Eagle has not been able to put anybody away for 3 years. Oh, this is the thing.
The top.
Why would you announce that?
Yeah. Well,
you know who else could hear him? TKO could hear he's going on.
But he just dropped him with the cutter.
Yeah.
For the pin. Like, I wasn't knocking for the quick.
That Eagle just got scalped. Both men down, center of the ring, and we got to count it 2. God, what kind of poetic justice would it be if we had a double count out here? I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, that, I mean, that would be just, though. That definitely would be just.
We're having some kind of technical wait a minute. Rich, we've heard this before.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it sound familiar to you?
I mean, if you watch UWA League program, you get. Wait a minute, who is this? Wait a minute. This man is. Wait a minute. Austin. Wait a minute. Back into TKO. Oh! What is that?
After shot to TKO, what is that?
Oh! Okay, we got a guy in a hoodie. That's normal. What the hell is going on? This guy's bigger. Oh! This guy's bigger than TKO. What a clothesline.
And having his way with TKO.
Oh my God, it's Ace Jack. What is Ace Jack doing? Oh my God.
Johnny Eagle's
my
in
God.
trouble.
Johnny Eagle. Johnny, get out of there. Johnny, get out of there, Johnny.
Oh, he's getting teamed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, no. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a UWA Elite Hall of Famer. This is the most dangerous, violent man in the history of this company. This is Ace Jack. Oh God, he wants the stick. Rich, give him the microphone. Just give the man whatever he wants. Oh my God.
Round 9. A single person in this arena woke up worthy of witnessing history. I'm sure all of you are not dumb enough to remember that today at UWA Elite 2015 setting the standard, you have witnessed the return of the one Ace Jack.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We haven't seen Ace Jack in what, 10 years?
I'm not here for your reaction. I don't want your adulation.
Oh my God.
But the truth is, I'm here for you. I'm here with purpose. I'm here at a time where the UWA needs me most. Because Ace Jack needs change. Ace Jack offers you a choice. One of 2. Choice 1. Assimilation. Join the one Ace Jack, and you will feast the most bountiful riches of the universe. Those beyond your wildest dreams.
This guy's whack.
Choice 2. Annihilation. Stand against the one Ace Jack, and you will suffer the undying wrath of the ultra-violent movement.
What? Kids, if you don't know what the ultra-violent movement
Witness the renewal. Witness the change. Witness the ultra-violent movement.
Oh my God.
Keep on saying that. No,
That's not good.
no, not at all.
Oh my God. If this is the UWA Elite. It's a family show. You can't be. Oh, you can't be. Oh my God. What is he doing? What does Ace Jack want here? people want Tommy Kobryn dead.
In this match, the winner will be the man who can keep his opponent down for a 10 count.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this match is definitely tailored towards Kyle the Beast whining.
Oh my God. Well, don't clap for him now. You guys voted for Tommy Kobryn to die. Oh my God.
Well, we get to see him one last time in action.
Yep.
Then again, if he can use his speed and stay away from Kyle,
I'll tell you what.
he has a good chance of winning this.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you how Tommy Kobryn can keep Kyle the Beast down for a count of 10. If he bought a truck full of liquid concrete, he's got a chance. Oh boy. Oh my God. Every time I see Kyle, he just becomes less Kyle and more beast. Man is an animal. Look at this. He cares about his stick as much as he does about the iChampionship. It's just a shiny toy.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what the iChampionship is.
He doesn't even care that Tommy Kobryn's behind him. Look at him. Oh my God. Look at the size difference.
Look at Tommy Kobryn in the corner. Unfazed.
Look at this.
Totally unfazed.
Unfazed.
By Kyle the Beast.
If I was Kyle the Beast, I'd be looking at Tommy Kobryn like a polio string cheese right now. That kid is lunch. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, what chance? That's Tommy Kobryn's belt in Tommy's mind. He held that belt for 6 months last year. One of the fightingest iChampions ever, but this is a whole nother animal here. And Kyle the Beast. Oh my God. Ref Austin, just ring the bell and get out of the way. It's last man standing. That's right now.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Going straight after Kyle.
That's his only shot. He's got to hit and move. He's got to hit and move, does Tommy.
Well, he was tied up with him. He's not scared.
He's not. He's tied up with him.
Look at this. He's unfazed by Kyle's strength.
That's the thing. I think this is what you got to love about Tommy Kobryn. He doesn't think of himself as the smaller fighter.
And now,
Tommy, oh my God.
Outside.
He's calling Kyle the Beast outside? I don't think Kyle understands English anymore, but oh my God.
And now, right now,
is he really? This is Tommy's
throwing fists with Kyle the Beast.
But I'll tell you what, this is Tommy's only shot. Hit and move, get a high impact maneuver, and try to keep him down early. Try to win the Beast. This is Kyle's only chance.
But for a big man, Kyle has tons of stamina.
That's very true, but I'll tell you what. This is what he has to do. Hit and run, hit and run, hit and run. And try to hit him with something so high impact that the Beast can't respond. Otherwise. Oh my God! A Rana into a driver by Tommy Kobryn.
But
this is what he has to do.
To his feet, though.
Oh, and Kyle to the outside. But you look, big man's not even off his feet yet. My goodness.
You can tell he's feeling it, but.
Oh!
And there's
foot to the head.
And there's the athleticism. That's what makes Kyle be so dangerous. You see him and you think he's just a big brute brawler. But I mean, he can pull some moves off that will impress anybody.
Absolutely. And you look, Kyle. It's not a joke when Kyle says he's from the woods. This man, I've never seen him go home. I've never seen him go to a physical home. Man just goes out in the woods and we don't see him again until the next show. It's just frightening. Oh! That's just an open-handed chop. And this is the first countdown of the match.
I'm surprised Kyle's actually hitting trying to get back to his feet. Yeah, not staying on him. I mean, it's still early in the game. You're not going to put anybody out this early.
What have we seen tonight? We've seen a Hall of Fame induction for Arcadia and Grayson. We've seen Kentucky Bred retain their Trios championship.
Eric Corvis more emotional than ever.
Calling out Massacre. Michael Massacre saying you're going to need to basically bury me alive.
And something all of us have to worry about, and that's the return of Ace Jack.
Oh my God. Tell you what, we'll deal with the ultraviolet movement when it comes around again, which I'm sure will be soon, but right now, the ultraviolence is about to unfold before you. This is a last man standing match for the UWA Elite. Oh!
Wow!
iChampionship.
Wow! Two vicious drops.
Oh my God!
Kyle the Beast won.
Oh my God! Tommy felt that in his spine. That was. Oh my God! Oh my God!
There's that agility next.
Oh
By Kyle the Beast.
Kyle the Beast!
I mean,
Oh my God!
heavyweight brawler with moves of a cruiserweight.
I cannot believe we have seen Kyle the Beast become. Oh my God! Tommy, just stay down. Tommy. There's no shame in staying down, Tommy.
Well, there's lots of shame in staying down. I mean, the pride's on the line. The iChampionship's on the line. There's lots of shame going on. If he doesn't.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Choke slam into a backbreaker. Oh my God! That's it. Oh, this is so unfortunately lopsided. And you know what? The fans that are cheering for Tommy Kobryn, you voted for this match.
Yeah, I will agree.
I think the few English intelligible words we hear from Kyle, I own this. And he sure does right now. Oh my God.
Now, I know Nicholas can't vote in much, but right now, I would think Tommy Guns is the most hated by the crowd.
Oh my God. Kyle the Beast. And you just see him in every passing match. Less of Kyle, more of the Beast. Oh my God. Is he going for that Beast bomb this early? Oh, Kyle.
Tommy up and over.
Oh my goodness. The Beast. On the post, and more out of desperation. Both men down. Count it. This is a count for both men.
Tommy trying to will it back, trying to get them.
Trying to will himself.
Yeah, get the crowd behind him so he can get back to his feet.
My goodness.
And Kyle, after that huge spill,
already up in a count of 5.
and now Tommy back.
Oh my goodness. But one forearm from the Beast, and it's oh my goodness. Oh, Tommy!
He rocked him. He rocked him. Is he gonna be able to
Tell
take
you what,
the Beast?
Tommy! All he has is a puncher's chin, so he's punching. Oh, good move, right down to the knee, right down to that knee joint. Oh, kick right to the jaw. Tommy Kobryn.
Cannot put
they got down. Right in the throat, but Kyle is not down yet. Is he gonna measure for another?
finally put it down.
And now our first count on Kyle.
And this is good for Tommy Kobryn because now he gets a chance to rest. Now he can start to gain on.
But man,
He shouldn't stay on. Right now he needs this time. 5 seconds or 9 seconds.
look at the Beast. 3 kicks to the jaw, and he's up at 6. Oh my goodness. Oh, forearm. Was Tommy Gunn's forearms? No! No, Flapjack!
Tommy holding on.
Oh, we can't get him. What's going on?
Destroyer.
Oh my God! Canadian Destroyer! Oh my God!
Wow. Shades of rest, brother. I remember seeing Tommy do this to the same thing and couldn't keep Kyle down for a 3 count. Let's just see. For Tommy's sake, let's hope that he stays down.
We're at 6. We could have a new iChampion. My God, what an upset this would be. We're at a count of 8. Oh no! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Pushing himself out.
And he's up. And no ill effects. Look at him.
Oh no, he's rocking a little. He's rocking.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh! Oh! Palm strike to the throat! Oh my God! Beast bomb! Oh my God! What was that? Oh my God! He just dumped him right on his face. Oh my God! Oh, he just dumped him right on his face. That impact was disgusting. Tommy is not moving. Just that arm.
Yeah, just he's stirring a little bit.
Oh my God.
I don't think he's going to be able to make it back to his feet.
I don't know, and if he is, what's he got left? Look at the heart of Tommy Kobryn. Just got dropped from 8 feet in the air on his face, and he's crawling.
Pulling himself up.
Oh my God. Look at the fight.
There's nothing left in him.
Oh my God.
Absolutely nothing left, and Tommy goes over it.
Austin, stop this. Austin, get in there. This is, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is over. This is a formality. Oh my God.
No, there's not even any movement.
I know. It's like 6. I mean, you might as well count to 100. He's not going anywhere. Oh my God.
Right,
Tommy?
Is he starting to move a little?
Is it enough though?
He's starting to move.
Oh! No, that's... He's oh my God.
It's all over.
That jackhammer is the most devastating.
Finding more dominant champion than Kentucky Bred.
We found him. Yeah, there he is. Oh my God.
The most dominant champion in UWA Elite.
I don't know. As of right now, but we got 2 more championship matches to come. Meanwhile, all love and credit in the world to Tommy Guns Kobryn, but this was too much of a beast. My goodness. We're back with your tag team champions, the Rogues, right after this.
Want to see some of the best moments in UWA Elite history? Then log on to UWAElite.com every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as UWA Elite presents 5 Count. Each week, we'll count down the best moments in UWA Elite history, the top 5 matches of 2014, the 5 sickest chair shots in UWA Elite history, the top 5 moves of all your favorite UWA Elite wrestling stars, and much, much more. Log on to UWAElite.com every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and find out if your favorite moments made the 5 count.
Next up is a tag team match scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the UWA Elite Tag Team Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's better than 2 championship matches? What? 3 championship matches. We got another one here.
And still coming up, we have the champion versus champion match. Robbie Roller taking on 2 hot Steve Scott. Oh! Superstar of the wrestling champion.
answer button ready.
Excuse you. Excuse you.
Brand new season. My name is Cannonball. This is Brandon Cook. We are the road. We're the tag champs.
Well,
I plan on living forever. So far, so good.
Hey, buddy, we're talking. You should probably get off your phone there. Thank you. Thank you.
that's the last guy in the crowd I would call out.
Aren't showing up tonight.
What?
Magic and Black Sinister, I guess the weather, you know, they couldn't make it. So, by default, we win.
Wait, what?
And we're still your UWA Elite Tag Team Champions. Yes.
What's happening? Oh my God!
Apparently
the snow, which is very real. Wait a minute.
There you go. Hold on.
Okay, this is coming from the mouth of Brandon Kirk.
Still the tag team champion.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought they weren't here. Oh, they are here. Wait, what? Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm very confused.
Where's Black Sinister?
What's happening here? Wait, J-Wise competing? Ladies and gentlemen. Goofball J-Wise is competing? No. He's not a wrestler? Wait a minute. Is J-Wise wrestling? No, he can't be.
And I don't think he knows how to wrestle. He knows how to walk around in a goofy hat and big glasses and look ridiculous and try to dance. That's about it. That's all he's doing.
I'm confused now.
Magic's got to be calling the show.
Ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute.
Where's the bubble?
Yeah, it's on.
Hey, buddy. Nice to see you show up. Where's your partner? Is it that tall dude over there with the stupid hat?
Oh! Jim Cannonball calling people fat. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, everybody knows we're fat. Come on. That's a lot of love today. A lot of love.
Oh my God. That's why they call him Magic.
No, I do not know what happened to my two partners. It could be the weather or something about you guys. Oh, yeah, you did get it back here late.
Oh.
But anybody in the back want to fight with these two fools and become the new champion with me? Let's do this.
Wow. Magic. Looking for a new partner. Are the Rogues okay with this?
I mean, who cares if the Rogues are okay? As long as the bell rings, it's a fight.
Is anybody coming out?
I'm going to be old, but I'm going to give you a old man's ass whooping.
Oh!
I'm taking you all by myself. You want to take up?
No. Wait, Magic on his own against the Rogue
by himself?
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what. He's going to need more than Magic. This is ridiculous. So wait, if Magic wins,
he's the tag team champion.
I bet you both of those belts still couldn't fit around his waist.
Show some respect. Come on, the guy's a legend.
I know he's a legend.
And you can take a pot.
He looks like the photo negative of the Kool-Aid Man. I can't with Cannonball. Uh-oh. Well, if he rings the bell, it's a handicap match. Is he going to ring the bell? Is this happening?
I don't know. I guess so.
Yes? Oh. He's not legal. Don't do that. Well, looks like we got a 2-on-1.
It's a match.
Something tells me this isn't Magic's first 2-on-1 on a Saturday night, if you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
That was a sexual innuendo.
Yeah, what with the Rogues in the ring? Do we really need any more sexual innuendo?
Sex sexual innuendo is what that was. The ladies know what I'm talking about. I've never seen this many women in the audience before. Seriously. Seriously. I don't even know what to do right now.
Now, while Colin continues to match to the crowd, we have something going on in the ring.
I have purple hair. I'm the last guy in the building who's macking it to the ladies. Hello. Have we met?
Now, we might actually start this match off.
Only thing left in my closet is a dusty tuxedo. I apparently can't speak today. This is a bad time, ladies.
Now, getting back to the ring.
Now, question about
Cannonball before Nelson.
Now, question about Cannonball. Serious question.
Yeah.
Is that a jean skirt?
Yes.
Is that a denim skirt?
I would think it is.
How many gem dolls needed to die for that skirt to be made? Do you hear the ladies laughing? Do you hear them? The ladies love me, and they're a decade too late to the party.
Wait. Did you hear Jeff Cannonball just call for that lady's baby to use it in the match?
He's hungry. He's starving. Do you know how much protein is in one baby? If you know the answer to that, you're disgusting. I can do comedy commentary.
Oh, and a big move right there by Magic. I have no idea what's going on in the ring right now.
I'm the new John Stamos, except I don't pretend to be straight. You hear me, Stamos? Uh-oh.
Wow, Magic having his way with the roads right now.
Wow. It's Magic versus Cannonball in the Battle of the Breasts. I mean, best. Battle of the best. Wrestlers. No?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, why not? Oh, he's gonna slam him? No way. Oh!
Slammed by Magic.
Oh, Magic! I'll tell you what, you don't fudge with a legend, man. I don't care if it is 2-on-1. Magic is a bona fide legend in this business. Oh, uh-oh. What is this?
Camel clutch time.
Oh!
Clutch by Magic.
Oh my goodness! This
He's got it locked in.
Can you imagine if Magic is the tag champs by himself? Oh, look at Kirk. Oh! Woo! Wow.
Super kick.
My goodness.
Hurt. And now putting the boots to Magic.
Wow. Wow.
Now, Brandon Kirk in legally now. Putting the boots to Magic.
J-Wise on the outside trying to get the fans behind Magic. Now, question here, and I guess we're going to have to get clarification. If Magic manages to win this match, uh-oh.
Only the two
Would Magic just be the tag team champion by himself?
Yeah.
Or would he be able to pick a partner?
That's a good question. I mean, right now, though, as it stands, I think Magic would be the tag team champion.
Wow. Magic fighting back. Oh! Drop kick from Brandon Kirk. Did Brandon Kirk just hump the air?
I was trying not to point that out, but yeah. And the tag is the Jeff Cannonball.
I'll tell you what, this whole ring right now just looks like a bad Cisco music video. I think Cannonball is asking Ref Austin to kiss him. Maybe. Okay. Oh, hi Brandon. How are you, baby cakes? You good? We're friends. You know that? Me and Brandon are friends. Yeah. Brandon's my favorite person.
Oh, okay.
He is. He really is. We talk. Yeah.
And then the cover by Jeff Cannonball. So trying to keep this train going off the
He's what
track.
we call man pretty. Brandon Kirk is man pretty.
Okay.
So are you, Jeff Cannonball. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to leave you out. But seriously, folks, Cannonball and Kirk really looking at this thing square. As much of a legend in this business as Magic is, these are the longest reigning current champions on the UWA Elite roster. They are a highly functional tag team. They've beaten beaten all comers.
But you gotta remember, before this, Magic was one half of the tag team champions.
Yeah, that's very true.
So he knows these guys. At least he knows that.
But now he doesn't have RJ Gerhardt holding him back. I'm just kidding, RJ. Just kidding, buddy. Wow. The confidence on the face of Brandon Kirk says everything right now. This is just a 2-on-1 beat.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't you be confident?
It's a 2-on-1 beatdown.
Now, reversal by Magic, though.
Kirk, almost! A flying splash from Magic, but there's no one for Magic to tag. Wait a minute.
That's Kintex. That's Kintex music.
What's happening?
Here comes Tech.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Is he legal?
I guess so.
Is he legal?
Left off. He's letting it go.
I don't like this. This was not a I don't like this.
Better late than never.
No.
Ask for a partner from the back. There's his partner from the back.
Don't be tardy to the party, King Tech. You're not even in gear. What is this?
There we go. Tech.
Oh! Wait a minute. What is going on?
The leader of the UWA Elite Army is having his way with the tag team champions right now.
That wasn't even a legal tag. He's sleeping under the bottom rope.
Referee Austin's letting him do it.
Oh, look at Kirk. Kirk wants to take the... Kirk, no! Double cannonball! What is happening? This is the weirdest thing ever.
Wow. Like I said before, better late than never.
Wait a minute.
Come out here.
I'm very confused right now. I'm very confused right now as to what's happening. Because King Tech says, wait a minute.
Tech trying to get Magic.
And that's it!
It's all over. Wow, King Tech comes out to help Magic.
Yeah.
Get him back to the
Some help.
back in.
Some help you are, Tech. My goodness. My boys are the champions. Let's go have a Dorito party. That's not slang for anything. I like Doritos. We all like Doritos. Your champions, still tag team champions. Oh, Dorito dust for everybody. Yay, Dorito dust. Look at the robes. Still the tag team champions, but
But then again, they really didn't fight an actual tag
what is
team.
going on here?
They fought Magic.
I'm very confused. Like, very confused. Folks, we'll be back? What's happening? I'm very confused.
So, how about it? February 21st, I'll put this on the line if you'll put my daughter's been that on the line.
Now, the moment you've been waiting for. This is Champion versus Champion!
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is what we've all been waiting for right here. Oh, yay. That's great. Robbie, Bieber, whatever. Yeah,
this
great.
is your champion. He is the amazing, the R-Star, the Swagnanimous, Robbie Roller.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Oh, and he's taking selfies. Look at this. He's taking Steve Scott selfies. My
Now
goodness.
that is disrespectful to a champion like Steve Scott. I might not like either one of these guys, but at least Steve Scott's a true champion.
This is our champion.
Robbie Roller.
That's our champion.
Though he may be holding the belt, he is not the champion.
The Swagnanimous R-Star Robbie Roller is here. He's ready to fight, baby. He's come to fight. Wait a minute.
Wow,
Roller on the microphone.
now he's going to talk.
Yeah, hi.
I just have a really quick announcement to make.
What?
See, a couple weeks ago, I went to Superstars Wrestling.
Yeah.
This is true.
Shut up! And I took my little shiny belt over there to compare to their shiny piece of crap. And I told them if he had the guts to come here to UWA Elite, setting the standards, you shut up.
I agree. Shut up, bro.
I would put my title on the line if he put his on the line.
Well, talking about
but you
Steve
see,
but
the fact of the matter is, I'm better than everybody in that locker room, and I'm better than everybody in that SOW locker room.
Wait a minute.
So too much Steve Scott was just a little bit too scared, and I guess there's nobody crazy enough to face me.
Wait a minute.
So I got the night off.
Wait, is Steve Scott not here?
Apparently Steve Scott didn't show it.
Steve Scott, can we get an official announcement on this? Is Steve Scott? Wait a minute. What? What is happening?
Apparently Steve Scott couldn't be here.
Wait a minute. I'm very confused by this.
So no longer champion versus champion.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm going to call Rich Reed over here. We're going to get this straightened out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Rich. Scott's not here. So this is, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Scott, apparently on the way down Route 1 to the venue, was rear-ended in the snow this evening. Not making a joke, not trying to make an innuendo. Steve Scott got in a car accident on his way to the arena. Is not here tonight at Holy Trinity.
Well, let's just hope that too.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Scott is okay.
Yeah, let's hope that Steve Scott is okay. But in the meantime, this is official? Is this a real match?
Apparently it's a
Wait a minute.
real match.
Wait a minute. Is this
for the belt?
Oh my God, it's on!
Now, is this still for the UWA Elite Championship?
This is for the UWA Elite Championship. Crazy Ivan. Apparently, when Roller said that nobody in the locker room was crazy enough to take him on, Ivan, obviously crazy enough to do just about anything, took exception. This is an impromptu UWA Elite Championship match. And look at Robbie Roller taking selfies.
Wow.
Taking Steve Scott selfies.
Look at this.
Oh, disrespect.
Not only to Crazy Ivan, but to Too Hot Steve Scott.
Well, I'll tell you what. Where is he? Where's Steve Scott? Oh! Oh! Forearm shot. Robbie rolling. My goodness. Well, all you know, Steve Scott aside, that is another promotions champion. So, too bad, so sad. Bye-bye, Steve Scott. For now, Robbie Roller, 1, 2, Robbie Roller, let's profile what this young man has accomplished in his career. He is now the UWA Elite Champion. He has won Crossroads. He has been one half of the longest reigning UWA Elite Tag Team Champions. He is UWA Elite iChampion.
He has used underhanded tactics each and every time.
Has he? I thought he won that belt clean at last breath. I'll tell you what, you say what you want about the man. He is perhaps the most athletically gifted man he reminds me so much of Arcadia. He really does.
Wow, that is a huge comparison.
Killer instinct from Robbie Roller. And look at this. This is the only thing that he has that Arcadia doesn't, is just that straight, swaggy ego.
And there has been times that ego has cost.
Well, not now. This man has spent all off-season, trust me when I tell you, you see him around town, uses that UWA Elite Championship to his full advantage. I'm talking VIP seats in nightclubs, free meals at restaurants, flashes that belt like it's a VIP card.
Well, it basically is. I mean, it's a very prestigious belt. Championship.
I watched Robbie Roller. I was in a car with Robbie Roller in January. About the middle of January, he gets pulled over in a Lincoln Town Car limousine on the turnpike going to New York City. He flashes his UWA Elite Championship
iChampionship like a PBA card gets out of the ticket. Gets his driver out of the ticket. Unbelievable. The man has been, some say abusing the privilege of being champion. I say using his birthright. His birthright. He was born to be that champion. He was born to be the man here, and now he is.
But for how long? I mean, right now he's in the ring with the man like Crazy Ivan. Just
beautiful! What a beautiful neck breaker by Ivan. Ivan, oh boy, is Ivan going up top? Oh, Rob couldn't get out of the way, but in trying to move, he took that elbow right to the jawline. Oh boy. Oh, Ivan, 1, 2, new. Oh, foot on the middle rope.
Good ring awareness by Robbie Roller. Drop
Rob, 1. Oh, he's got him stacked up. Yeah. Robbie Roller, incidentally, was born the same year that Crazy Ivan started wearing that T-shirt.
And the roll up by Ivan.
1, 2. That's in good position, but just a 2 count. Oh! There is that patented Robbie Roller super kick. Didn't get full extension, but got just enough. Created a little bit of separation, and now the R-Star trying to pull himself into a cover, take advantage of this matchup. Just a count of 2. Tell you what.
I mean, even with all the championship matches that we've had tonight, the championship match going on, we still have the Ultimate Turmoil match coming up.
Oh my God, and that's such a stacked matchup. The golden ticket winner, Joey Adams, in that match. We've seen Michael Massacre in that match. Sean Damage McNelis, former UWA Elite Champion. Former UWA Elite Champion John Bowes in that matchup. Hedges. I mean, just a stacked matchup. No idea, but whoever wins that matchup launched into the #1 contender spot to face the winner of this matchup right here. Can you imagine Crazy Ivan as the UWA Elite Champion?
I definitely could. I could see Crazy Ivan as UWA. I could see him representing this company. Yeah. He'd be the perfect face for UWA Elite.
What? He doesn't even know which face is his. He wears a gas mask out here. How can a guy with 8 personalities be the face of the company? Uh-oh. Oh, low blow.
That's what I've been talking about when it comes to Robbie Roller.
Oh, lariat to the back of the head.
Taking the
oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
That's it.
There you go. Robbie Roller, underhanded.
What?
Underhanded. Another stolen victory by Robbie Roller.
I'll tell you what. A win is a win is a win. I think Maya Angelou said that. Robbie Roller is out of here. Still your UWA Elite Champion.
Yeah.
Where was Steve Scott? We hope he's okay. But for now, UWA Elite Champion Robbie Roller will be back with Ultimate Turmoil.
UWA Elite Pro Wrestling comes to you live March 28th with Dangerous Uprisings. Saturday, March 28th at the Holy Trinity Church in South River, New Jersey. Come see all your favorite UWA Elite Wrestling stars. Eric Corvis, Sean Damage McNelis, The Rogues, UWA Elite Champion Robbie Roller. Get your tickets now at the Holy Trinity Church and online at uwaelite.com. We'll see you ringside.
Next up, our main event. It is a 10-man Ultimate Turmoil match to determine the #1 contender for the UWA Elite Championship next month at Dangerous Uprisings on March 28th. Earlier today, all 10 men drew numbers at random to determine the order they will enter. In just a moment, the first 2 men will enter and compete. When a wrestler is eliminated, another wrestler will enter based on the number they drew. This will continue until all 10 men have entered. The last man standing will be the new #1 contender for the UWA Elite Championship. And now, the officials are ready. The wrestlers are ready. South River
tradition as old as UWA Elite itself. It's all about the luck of the draw and how long you can last. Welcome to Ultimate Turmoil. It's Drake Chambers! I'll tell you what, it's a way to get the crowd pumped. But the unluckiest man in UWA Elite tonight is Drake Chambers. Number 1 has never won Ultimate Turmoil.
Now, out of all the men that are going to be in this, out of Drake Chambers, Joey Adams, Hedges, all the superstars from UWA Elite that are going to be in this Ultimate Turmoil match. Who's your pick, Colin? Who do you say would be able to win this one?
My pick is either number 9 or 10. I recognize that music. He's got a new look, a new attitude, and he's got a golden ticket, kids. Joey Adams! Joey Adams has spent a lot of time in the offseason with his grandfather, who was a fighter pilot. And Joey Adams said that this gear is an homage to his fighter pilot grandfather, who has helped him maintain that high-flying, fighting spirit. And it's only a matter of time. Can you imagine if Joey Adams wins Ultimate Turmoil and has the golden ticket? 2 number 1 contender spots at the same time?
And I think he'd only need one. Ever since leaving Uprising, Joey Adams has been on the uptick.
A roll.
I mean,
these 2 men have a lot of history, but they also have a lot of respect for one another. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Turmoil 2015 kicks off. Drake Chambers, Joey Adams, 2 men very familiar with one another. Several classic iChampionship matchups a couple of years ago.
Now Adams right there.
Top wrist line, roll through, flip through, and the athletic Chambers reverses, beautifully done. Holding Adams at bay. These men, two of the more popular athletes in UWA Elite today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received word also, unfortunately, due to a wrench of his lower back, Steve Monster Mac has had... Joey Adams calling for the crowd. Steve Monster Mac, unfortunately, has had to withdraw from the Ultimate Turmoil match tonight, so now there are 2 unknown combatants. Whoa! Drake Chambers almost stole that one. That close. Ooh. Like I said, a lot of these men, a lot of respect, but a lot of backstory there. So who will take Steve Mack's place in Ultimate Turmoil, and who is that mystery combatant that we were talking about all lead up to setting the standard? You know who 8 men are. Who are the other 2? That could be anybody.
That still remains open. But for all these guys in this Turmoil match, they must be thanking their lucky stars right now that they don't have to face Steve Monster Mac.
I'll tell you what, it's not like the Ultimate Turmoil match is easy, but Steve Monster Mac made it that much more difficult. One of the most decorated competitors in independent wrestling, not just here, but in the entire ICE independent community. That's Mac! Oh! Wow. This time it's Joey Adams that close to winning. Great technical wrestling from these 2 to start off Ultimate Turmoil. And a lot of jaw-jacking between these 2. Trying to put on a show. They both look good coming into this year. Both look fit, both look in very good shape. I'll tell you what, on paper, a lot of similarities. This one looks pretty even on paper. Nice run-up from Chambers. Sizing him up. Joey whips him up. They know each other so well. Joey Adams. Reversal after reversal. Beautiful from Drake Chambers. Wow.
I mean, these guys going down the road with each other. Singles matches, tag matches.
Early frustration though. From Chambers. Early frustration show. I mean, we know he's fiery, but this is kind of uncharacteristic of Drake Chambers. A little anger being shown.
Well, everyone wants to start off the year well. We know we've seen anger and fire that we never expected. I mean, and that's just big kick.
Kick. Chambers standing. One of the prettiest in the business. Actually, it was pretty substantially too. Chambers now. For the first time, a market advantage between these two men. Drake Chambers showing the upper hand here. And what kind of statement would it make early on, even if Chambers doesn't go on to win this thing?
Adams quickly out of the way. And the catch.
Atomic drop from Adams. Full flip from Chambers. Pushes Adams up against the ropes. Roll up. 1, 2, no. Roll reversal.
Picking up the first win in the Turmoil match.
Wow, Chambers out, Adams in. Oh man, Chambers looks upset. Who is the third man in this match? Good sportsmanship there. Michael Massacre. Joey Adams already been through one tough opponent. Massacre.
Now, is there anyone in the back that can tell us if Eric Corvis is still here?
Coming out of the house of fire.
But Adams looking just as fresh as when he started. Look at that.
Running knee into the back.
Wow. Normally there's a sizable advantage when you come in as a fresh man, but Adams though, it's not looking
Big chop by Massacre. Massacre trying to pick up where he left off the end of 2014. A hair's breadth away from being the UWA Elite Champion. You gotta wonder, calling out Eric Corvis before. Stones on Michael Massacre to do that.
Oh, definitely, but he doesn't.
Flipping stacks him up. 1. That's got it. Just a 2.
But Michael Massacre's the kind of guy though that has something off in his head.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that hair. That hair. I don't know what that is. Looks like a outtake from Something About Mary. But
he has no fear though.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's the last time I'll ever make fun of Michael Massacre because he will come to the house and burn to the ground. He's a scary, scary man.
I mean, he's the type of guy that he puts you through pain and laughs. You put him through pain, he's still laughing.
That's very true. It's very true. And a man who will go to any lengths. Spring back. And what a beautiful, beautiful belly to back. Oh my goodness. Release.
And now just strength, the power.
I'll tell you what,
Michael Massacre.
Michael Massacre has gotten bigger over the last couple of months. He has been training relentlessly in whatever that dungeon basement is. He calls a gym might be. But he's markedly bigger. If you look at him.
Definitely.
He is a stronger individual than he was last year, and that only serves to make him infinitely more dangerous. But you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder if his eyes are on the prize here, or if he's got one half of one eye looking towards the back. I don't know if Eric Corvis is still here or not. He may have gone home to check on the welfare of the woman he loves. You don't know.
That is very true.
With Michael Massacre, anything is possible. Adams right now. Beautiful.
Adams though taking the fight to Michael Massacre.
Flapjack off the shoulders. Joey Adams building momentum. He's calling for that 450.
Adams can get 2 in a row right here.
Oh my God. And if he hits this 450, call it what you want. The Blitzkrieg or the Heat Seeker, call it whatever you want. There's a lot of nicknames for it. The match is over.
Now,
Massacre. Why is he pushing the referee? But he pushed the referee into the ropes. Knocked Adams off the top. Oh boy. Smart. That drive-by. Adams out of the way. Drop into the corner. Adams can say that.
So I'm wearing black. I'm getting ready for your funeral because March 28th at Dangerous Uprisings for the first time ever in UWA Elite, Mike Massacre versus Eric Corvis in a casket match.
What? Whoa! Wow! What announcement by Eric Corvis? What?
Wait a minute! Adam!
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3! Oh! And Massacre's been eliminated!
Wow!
Oh my God!
Now look at the look on his face.
Oh my God!
Is that the look of fear on Michael Massacre's
No!
face?
Oh, get him out of there, Austin!
Oh, he just realized what he got himself into.
There's a casket match coming at Dangerous Uprisings! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Get him out of there, ref! Oh my God!
I wouldn't even go near him right now.
Oh my God!
Michael Massacre is fuming.
Oh, spike burning hammer! My God!
Wow, Michael Massacre.
Oh my God! And just like that. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! It's John Bowes.
And here's an easy win for Bowes.
Oh, you're telling me? Well, just pick up the carcass.
Doing the dirty work.
Oh my God! Massacre has just set the table for a feast for the doctor. My goodness. Wow. And just like that, John Bowes. My God.
At least Bowes, some way, shape, or form, shows some pity.
Joey Adams has survived 2 individuals plus a hellacious attack. He still has the golden ticket and can cash that in for a #1 contendership. Anytime he's like, uh-oh!
Oh, here's King Tech.
Tech and Bowes! Bowes and Tech! Here they go! Writing another chapter of the rivalry! Writing another chapter in the longest standing rivalry in the history of this company. Oh, King Tech on fire!
And now we were talking about hatred before, but these two guys, generally.
Oh, look at this! Wow! Oh!
Wow.
Beautifully done by
These
King
guys
Tech.
genuinely cannot stand each other.
Cannot.
They've been up and down the road. They went to the same school. They used to fight in the same school ground.
15 years these guys have been kicking the crap out of each other. 15 years. There's nothing these guys don't know about one another. And I'll tell you what, right now, the hate, the mutual respect they used to have is now just contempt. As Bowes bails to the outside. What's Tech gonna do now? Uh-oh. Tech still on the apron.
Still eyeing up John Bowes, but
Caught the leg. Bowes kicked off by Tech. Tech going for that second rope moonsault. Is he gonna even? Oh my God!
wait.
There was a delay. I think Bowes didn't quite know what was going to happen, but a beautifully executed moonsault by Tech.
Wow, I mean, these guys go up and down. I mean, I remember King Tech telling me that they used to fight in the sandbox in kindergarten.
Oh, come on.
That's how much these two could not stand each other.
Bowes has always been bigger. Bowes has always been stronger, and Bowes has always, in a way, picked on Tech. And Tech fought hard to become a king of the indies, if you will, and he still can't get respect from the doctor, and so it's always that uphill climb and that fight and that battle and scrapping and clawing, and King Tech will fight with that desperation, especially in there with Dr. John Bowes, his longest standing rival.
After shot by King Tech.
My goodness.
Though only managing to rock John Bowes.
Oh, here we go. King Tech looking for the end right here. Bowes with the reversal. Tech laid that knee, and the doctor's looking at it. Here comes some surgery, kids. This is classic John Bowes. Oh wait, Doctor by Tech, but he can't run. Look at the laughter on John Bowes' face.
I'm surprised he's letting this go. I'm surprised I'm not attacking.
Oh,
there it is.
It's that stretch muffler. strength of John Bowes, and this is the difference.
And now,
Victory roll, wait, Bowes rolls through.
And Bowes,
right back in the, this is it. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, no,
He's
Bowes
got him
sitting on it. Yeah, it's over.
And that's it. John Bowes takes out his fiercest rival in King Tech. But who's coming next? Wait a minute. Who is this?
I was wondering the same thing. I have no idea.
I don't know whose music this is. What? It's Danny Demanto! Oh my God! Anyone can come through that curtain in Ultimate Turmoil. It's Danny Demanto! Oh my God!
Apparently he's the villain for Steve Butts the Mac.
Oh my God!
Okay, nobody's road got easier with Mac not
Oh
being
my
here.
God! Danny Demanto, the cold-hearted player himself!
Wow.
He's here! What in the world is going on? What? Oh my God! It's Danny Demanto! No?
It's really perfect to start off wrestling for a company in a full blizzard tonight.
Seriously.
So I really want to thank everybody for coming out. I know this crashed on the way here about 3 times. So you guys are real professional wrestling fans. And I want to give you,
Oh! Well, that microphone call.
Well, Danny, welcome to UWA Elite.
Oh my God! Wow! I'll tell you what, that was sheer class from Danny Demanto. Oh! But you do not. I don't think John Bowes knew what was happening. Danny Demanto, the cold-hearted player of the Players Club. Oh! You don't screw with the man. If you don't know Danny Demanto, you don't know indie wrestling. Danny Demanto, just a professional. My God. And the fans are loving this almost as much as Demanto is. I'll tell you what, if I was John Bowes, I would have let Danny Demanto finish that sentence.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That is one man you do not want to make angry.
I'll tell you what, you do not cut off a cold-hearted player. I will tell you that. But oh my goodness, I'll tell you what, John Bowes wants to bully somebody. Danny Demanto is his size. You don't bully a man your size or bigger. My goodness.
Wow, taking a breather right there.
They're fighting all over this arena. But can you believe it? Danny Demanto and UWA Elite.
This is the surprises of tonight.
This may be the
And there's
biggest.
still another surprise to come.
Ace Jack has been here.
They're in the bathroom. They're fighting in the bathroom.
Oh my God! Get a camera in there. Actually, no. Don't get a camera in there. That's illegal. Oh my God! They're fighting in the bathroom.
They're fighting in the bathroom.
Austin, you're 17. Don't go in there. Oh my God! What's happening?
I have no idea what's going on.
I better not hear anything flush. I better not hear anything flush. God, this is an Ultimate Turmoil moment.
Oh my goodness.
What is happening
I
here?
think the Whipman's gonna come out.
Wait a minute. John Bowes just got a wait.
John Bowes.
John Bowes just got a swirly. Wow. Wait a minute. John Bowes. Oh my God, no. He's got toilet paper. Oh, he's covered in toilet. John Bowes is covered in toilet paper.
Toilet water. Danny Demanto wins by countout.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What a moment. Danny Demanto, the cold-hearted player, strikes in the least likely of places. Oh my God, what a moment. Austin, get the toilet paper out of the ring. Oh, what a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny. Oh, it's Brian Fast.
Doesn't even wait to be announced.
Wait, these two men. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Oh, press up and over.
Oh my God! Oh, standing senton! Oh my God! Brian Brass, Danny Demanto, in what another famous commentator might label a hoss fight.
you, the winner of this right here, you got to consider the favorite moving forward.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. But then again, I mean, the way these two guys just go at you.
Well, I'll tell you what,
as a
you
wrestler,
know,
they're going to be seriously winded.
Oh my God. Oh, Demanto, Mr. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a hockey fight. Oh my God. Oh! No respect from first class Brian Bred.
Does he ever show any respect to anyone?
Sure, if you're of legal voting age. My gosh. Actually, no, he's never shown respect in his life. No. Wow. Did you ever think you would see this in your wildest dreams? UWA Elite, Danny Demanto and Brian Brass.
I could have thought this up, and I just can't. I'm trying to think of the next surprise.
It's a battle of the alliterative big men, Jason Riggs. My goodness.
And now Demanto back to his feet.
I'll tell you what, both of these men. Double B spine buster. Best since Arn Anderson, baby. That's got to be it. Oh, no. Demanto with the shoulder up on the outside. Wow. I'll tell you what, these men have been in there with some industry heavyweights. If you name a guy, chances are they have been in the ring with Danny Demanto and or Brian Brass. These men have been everywhere and seen it all. Consummate professionals. You may love them or hate them, but I'll tell you what, this is an indie fan dream right here.
This is history for UWA. Definitely history. I mean, could you imagine Danny Demanto first night showing up at UWA Elite, #1 contender?
Yeah, I can't imagine it because Danny Demanto is that good. Danny Demanto is that good. Of course it could be #1 contender. So can Brian Brass. Oh, what a lariat! And the agility for a man his size to hit a flying leg lariat. Oh, this is trademark. Oh, trademark low corner splash from Danny Demanto.
It's over.
What a weak kick out, but I'll tell you what. Hoss fight. 2015 dead in the middle of Ultimate Turmoil. One of these men could go on to face Robbie Roller.
That would be great.
Oh my God. No. Boys and girls, if you have not seen this before, you are about to see something that defies nature, physics, gravity, and everything that your grandmother taught you about love. Oh my God.
Now, could you imagine your boy Robbie Roller at the other end of that?
No, my spleen just moved. Oh my God, off the ropes. Oh my God, black hole slam. 1, 2, 3, Brian Brass.
Brass picking up the win.
Wow, Brian Brass, despite the most valiant of efforts from Danny Demanto, now is Brian Brass the favorite. Is he the man? Who is next? Through the... Oh my God, it's Damage! It's Sean Damage McNelis! It's him!
Black attack himself!
You want to talk about UWA history? Damage and Brass! Brass and Damage! Ladies and gentlemen, it gets no bigger in the annals of UWA than this, and here we go! Damage! Oh! Giant backbreaker from Brass. Oh! Double B spinebuster, and just like that, Damage is down. Oh man! Wow. This could be the fastest elimination of the night.
No way! No way! The heart of Sean Damage McNelis will definitely get him through this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
after seeing Damage come out, after the match that Brass just went through with Demanto, I mean, McNelis could be the favorite right now. Damage, shot attack! It's on! Another one!
2 shots and Jack!
One more for good measure.
Never gets you drunk, kids! Oh my God! Like nothing! Wait a minute! Damage was #8. There's only 2 men
I mean, so the last guy.
Who's your favorite right now? Who's your favorite?
My favorite has to be Damage. I mean,
You're gonna take Damage?
All that strong damage McNelis has done, everything that he's accomplished. He has a never say die attitude, never say die hard. Oh, good shot to Hedges right there. I mean, I would say, but then again, I don't know who he could be facing if he Hedges.
Well, let's not count out Hedges just yet. This man's coming in fresh. Ooh. I'll tell you what, I'll give our referee some credit. Austin Mitchell been right on top of this thing through 9 competitors. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up on a half hour of ultimate turmoil. I'll tell you what, shot at Jack, no, blocked by Hedges. Hedges. Oh my God, that's it. 2.
Oh, now Hedges with the choke, it looks like.
Well, let's start thinking. Who could be number 10? I don't know. Think about it. It could be anyone we have seen before tonight. It could be McNelis Kaye. It could be Magic.
It could have been better, but then
It could be any of the members of Kentucky Bred. It could be Can you imagine if Kyle the Beast comes through at number 10?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, my God.
iChampion and #1 contender.
I mean, hell, we saw Ace Jack tonight.
Exactly, and if I would have said, guess what, Demanto is going to be in a UWA
Seriously?
tonight, would you have believed me?
I mean, let's not go outside the bounds. Let's look at all the guys who have been in UWA the last couple of years. UWA Elite. Could be Joey Janela. It could be Marty Jannetty. It could be anybody. It could be Masada, former CZW champion. I can't.
I mean, now I know Monster
I don't even know how the ladies would react to Masada. Right? Well, that'll make commentary. Oh my goodness! Imagine, my goodness.
You know what? I'm thinking along the lines of
Demanto was here. Maybe Damian Darling could be number 10. Damian Darling could be number 10. I don't know.
I'm saying Blue Meanie.
Blue Meanie.
Blue Meanie's number 10.
Oh boy. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna give you my pick for who I think number 10 is. We're looking at a lot of originals. We're looking at maybe it's Cypress. Maybe it's Cypress.
Maybe.
I'll tell you what.
Matt Mitchell.
Matt
Mitchell. I'm thinking Hall of Famers now. It could be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it could be. I'm looking at this. It's over! My God. It could be just about anybody. It really could. But right now, shot at Dak blocked again. Hedges, hold on for dear life. Stiff elbow. A second one. Oh, God, getting him right behind the ear. Hedges holding on for dear life. Switch, standing switch by Damage. Oh, man, tough. Uh-oh. Hedges. Oh, no. Oh, DVD from Hedges. 1, 2. No. Oh, my God, he beat him. No. Hedges gets over. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Who is number? Hedges just got over a huge personal obstacle, beating Damage. Who's number 10? Who's coming in number 10 to meet Hedges?
Could this be the start of the Ultraviolet Revolution?
No. I mean, could it be?
It could be anybody.
It could be. Who's number 10? Is there a number 10?
Maybe there is a number 10. What? No way!
Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
There's no way. No! He just accepted the Hall of Fame tonight.
This can't be real.
He was in an ugly blue suit.
He was in a beautiful blue suit.
It was a pretty ridiculous looking blue suit.
Either way, this is a joke.
No, it's not.
He's not. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Arcadia's number 10!
Oh my God! No, he's. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, Arcadia's coming in like
God! Oh my God! I can't believe this! For the first time in 2 years! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh! Oh my God!
Wow!
I can't.
Fame ceremony. This guy is a true legend here.
Oh my God. 16 UWA Elite awards. Only UWA Elite and UWA Original Champion. UWA Original.
Oh, and now he could be #1 contender.
If he gets over his dislocated jaw, oh my God.
Oh, but covered.
But can you imagine, Riggs, what if Hedges is the man to spoil his return? What would that do for Hedges?
That would be a big boost to Hedges. But then again, I mean, this is a huge mountain to climb for Hedges.
Yeah, but if Hedges can win...
Oh, if he can win, I mean, he deserves that. He deserves the #1 contender spot.
If Hedges can win right now, he will have beat a Hall of Famer. Oh! Beautiful over the head, belly-to-belly throw. Oh my God. Hedges came to play tonight.
I mean, yeah.
Hedges will have beaten Sean Damage McNelis, future Hall of Famer and UWA Elite 2-time champion. He will have beaten Arcadia, UWA Elite current Hall of Famer and champion. And Grand Slam champion. I mean, resume booster for Hedges.
Exactly. And then both men could be seen individually as the heart and soul of UWA Elite.
And here's the thing, to remember, both of these men have beaten Robbie Roller one-on-one. Both of these men have beaten Robbie Roller one-on-one.
Well, that actually sets something up different,
what must Robbie Roller be thinking?
Roller, but then again, could you imagine Roller versus Hedges? They were both part of the uprising together. Yeah. They traveled together. They slept in crappy hotels together. I mean, they know each other inside and out.
Let me pull. Oh, that was classic Arcadia, but Hedges had him scouted. Hedges, now Arcadia go behind with the kick. Oh, this is classic offense from Arcadia. Just watch this. Oh! Flapjack, and just like that, Hedges. I have not seen Hedges look this good in years.
I mean, this could be the year of Hedges.
Oh my God.
As scary as that sounds, this could be the year of Hedges.
I'll tell you what, Hedges would have no problem getting in there with his former best friend, Robbie Roller, if the gold was on the line. Oh my goodness. Both men down. Can you imagine Hedges versus Robbie Roller, Arcadia versus Robbie Roller? One of those two matches will happen after tonight. This is what Ultimate Turmoil is all about.
Oh no, Arcadia though fighting.
Uh-oh. Are we gonna see it?
Outside.
Oh, the drop! Oh!
To the back of the head.
The most devastating springboard drop kick I have ever seen out of any competitor.
It's over.
That's gotta be
Arcadia's going.
Oh! 2.5. My goodness, Rev Austin has been right on it tonight. I give him all the credit in the world.
And now Hedges wants a timeout. He wants a bit of a break.
If the towel's over your head, you can't see him. He's not real. What is this? Oh,
and again, this is
he's hooking him up. Is it that Scott Driver? He's trying to hoist him. Hedges is a big man. Uh-oh, Hedges powers out. Shoots Arcadia in the corner. Back elbow by Arcadia. Charges in. Whipped through by Hedges. Big clothesline. Followed by a huge bulldog. Patented offense by Hedges. Shoots a hat. Oh! We were that close.
Wow.
And oh man.
Well, I mean, Hedges is showing you something here, though.
Hedges is showing me something big.
Oh yeah.
Here. I'll tell you what. Both of these men. Think about this. You hear this from Hedges. You're not taking this from me. Arcadia has not been in a UWA Elite ring in 2 years.
And apparently Hedges already sees this shot as his.
Hedges, this is desperation time. Hedges doesn't go up top. Arcadia! Oh my God! Look at that! Look at the athleticism! Superplex! Oh my God!
If he can cover him, it's all over.
Did you see him just jump, standing jump, 6 feet up to the top rope, balance, and hit a superplex on Hedges, a man so much bigger than him. This is the athleticism, this is the genius of the offense of Arcadia. And, oh my God, a night of returns. Ace Jack returns. Arcadia returns. What is happening here tonight? What is happening in front of us? One of these men will meet Robbie Roller.
Would you say Hedges is the future if he can get through Arcadia?
Well, absolutely, no question. If Hedges beats Arcadia, Hedges, there's no one that can touch Hedges as he moves into, no one that can say they're #1 contender over Hedges. Oh,
he's still again.
Cheap shot to the eyes.
Another former member of Uprising. Joey Adams still has to go.
Yeah, but let's not worry. Oh, Grayson members. This is it.
Oh my God!
He's gonna beat Arcadia. Oh, Arcadia, the ring presence, grabs the bottom rope. That's just instinct because he was done. I'll tell you what, you say what you want about Arcadia being perhaps the greatest UWA elite athlete of all time, but he has been away for 2 years. He's been away for 2 years.
But it doesn't really show that much.
Well,
I haven't
right
seen
now.
it as much.
Hedges.
Hedges is so much more dominant, though. He's looking more dominant than I've ever seen him. And this guy's an animal.
Oh my goodness gracious. If he hits what I think he's going for, is this? Oh my God, he's going for that top rope. Hedges, moonsault. Oh my God. No, he can't.
He can't do it.
No, he's got that kick to the head. He can't do it. No, Arcadia rolls through. Wait a minute, what's happening? Kick to the gut. Sideboard. This is it. Wait. No, are we seeing what I'm missing? Package. Can he lift him? Oh my God, that's not a driver. Cover him. 1, 2. Oh my God.
It's all over. Arcadia. What a night for Arcadia.
Oh my God.
Hall of Fame induction and #1 contender for UWA.
What did we just see? The past is the present, is Robbie Roller's future.
And
the
here
#1 contender.
Robbie Roller.
Oh my God. Robbie Roller versus Arcadia. Kids, it is gonna happen. Oh my God. It's a UWA Elite Dream Match, and it's gonna happen. What have we just seen, Riggs? Oh my God.
I can't even explain it. I can't explain half of what I saw tonight, to be quite honest.
Ladies and gentlemen, a blizzard couldn't keep the